Morning everybody, Skip Jeffries here, coming at you from the garage again. But every once in a while you have a trip to Costco and you come back with something amazing. That's what we did this last week here. I don't know if anybody's heard of these Grillo Pickles. Commonly sold and known to be sold at Costco, but it was my first time trying them. They had a sample stand up and 2 or 3 pickles is all it took for me to kind of fall in love. So it brings me to this week's inspiration. Refrigerator dill pickles, the Copycat Grillo's recipe. Stay tuned and follow along. I guess every good pickle begins with a good brine. We're gonna start off here with 4 cups of white vinegar, and we've got alright, next ingredient is 4 cups of water. Twelve teaspoons of salt. Should have calculated that into cups and made this a little bit easier. Salt I'm using here is just a coarse kosher salt. 2 teaspoons of peppercorns. 4 teaspoons of mustard seed. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Brine is ready to be put on the oven. As you can see here, we've got a monster-sized bowl of cucumbers that we need to take care of. So I pulled out 4 jars, but I'm thinking we'll probably end up having more. So we'll go ahead and just begin like we did last time. Just cut your ends off, your blossom end and your stem end. I think we're gonna do the oddball fat ones as the slices here, and then the more prettier, lankier ones we'll do the spears. Finish slicing and dicing off camera here, and we'll catch you back when we got the brine ready and the jar's about ready to mix up. You're ready. Getting ready to slice these things up. Similar like to the other ones, you want to cut off your bloom end and your stem end, and just kind of halves and halves, or you can even do thirds. Some of them are pretty wide. I cut them into thirds and they seem to work out pretty good. But as you can see, I got a pretty good hail of pickles that we need to probably start packing up here. We'll slice the rest of these later, probably off camera. I may have to do a double batch of the brine anyways. These are just quart jars, so we'll go ahead and kind of fill each jar with some dill. And they said in their directions to probably put a good healthy portion of dill in there. And forgot I had these peppers too I want to dice up and put into this. And these are, I've got some pompanos and sweet peppers here. And they say just to kind of cram as many pickles as you can fit in there. Make sure they all separate out. You don't want slices all stuck together, kind of defeats the purpose. But as you can see, these are pretty thick, a little over a 1/4 inch. So we'll try to pack these down in the jars pretty tight. Cucumber slices here. We'll go ahead and slice up a couple more. Yeah, went through, there's a whole case of jars here. I'm gonna have to get a part-time job to support my YouTube channel, or YouTube habit. That's kind of crazy. I may have to go out and pick some more dill. Pickles. 12 jars of pickles from these cucumbers. Can you believe that?
Wow. Can't believe that. That's a lot.
Yeah. And that the pickle brine, that's pretty close to that Grillo's. Real close. Pack these slices. Yeah, and these slices, you just want to kind of slide them in there and pack them in as tight as you can, kind of like what we did with the slices that we had. And hopefully we'll be able to use all these cucumbers, kind of give them a second chance here at extending their life. Like I said, we were been picking these all week. So we hit the point where we needed to do something with them. Gave a bunch away and some more tomatoes, and she gave away a lot of the tomatoes. I've only got a little bit here. I was going to pickle some, but I don't know what I want to do with all those. We'll see. Well, that's pretty tight in there. I think we used up the majority of our dill. Took a good chunk out of whatever pickles we had left out in the garden. And a lot of the mature cucumbers are all out, so we still got probably another harvest of cucumbers. So I mean, probably some more pickle videos, or at least some more pickles that we'll be making. Maybe we need to start selling pickles, who knows. Need to do something here. Alrighty folks, back again here. Feels like our brine has cooled down a little bit. We're gonna try to filter it through this colander, I guess, and then we'll add the sweet goodness to it later. Make sure your pickles are covered, but you won't go too high in the jar. All the goodness bits. Looks like we will be probably making another batch, a double batch of brine, probably triple batch here. Alright, we're gonna add our lovely bit. There you have it, folks. Grillo's Pickles at home. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.